Formidable, swift, and heavily armed. These are the resounding attributes that define one of the most potent warships at the forefront of the U.S. Navy's cutting-edge defense fleet, the destroyers. While as much as they appear imposing from the outside, these ships are intricately designed, making life aboard them a demanding task. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel as we delve deep to understand the life inside the most dangerous U.S. Navy destroyers. In the realm of naval warfare, a destroyer stands as a high-speed, long-endurance warship strategically positioned to escort and shield larger vessels within a fleet, convoy, or carrier battle group. Conceived in 1885 by Fernando Villamil for the Spanish Navy as a defense against torpedo boats, these maritime giants boast speeds reaching up to 25 nautical miles per hour or 45 kilometers per hour, which would allow them to traverse an Olympic swimming pool in just 1.5 seconds. Despite their colossal presence, ranging from 500 to 600 feet in length depending on the unique models of different destroyer types, they still fall short of the sheer size of an aircraft carrier, because unlike those vessels designed for cargo transport, destroyers prioritize combat operations, leading to a lack of exceptional weight-carrying capacity. As one might anticipate, life on these U.S. Navy destroyers is inherently dynamic, with events unfolding swiftly and unpredictably. When deployed in open waters, these vessels navigate rough seas, facing challenges like high waves, strong currents, and unpredictable weather such as storms, hurricanes, and typhoons. Amidst these natural obstacles, the constant threat of enemy attacks adds an extra layer of tension, making every move crucial, as a single misstep can lead to chaos. An average U.S. Navy destroyer houses around 300 crew members, each extensively trained with specialized skills to operate and maintain the intricate systems on board. The crew's life is both demanding and fulfilling, requiring them to seamlessly transition from routine tasks to high-alert situations, making split-second decisions. The diverse responsibilities encompass running engineering plants, operating weapon systems, and handling tasks as varied as cooking, barbering, or even managing the post office, contributing to a harmonious and well-organized environment. This demanding environment also establishes a clear hierarchy of power and authority, with designated roles ensuring that everything remains in check aboard the destroyer. The highest-ranking officer on the destroyer is the commanding officer, or CO, serving as the ship's modern-day captain. With the utmost authority and responsibility, the CO oversees the ship's operations, ensuring readiness for various tasks such as combat, rescue missions, and routine operations. Following the CO is the executive officer, the second in command, who manages crew activities, training, and organization. This role involves bridging the gap between the crew and the commands issued by the CO. Next in line are the engineer officers, tasked with ensuring the smooth operation of the ship's engines and other mechanical and electrical machinery. Addressing issues ranging from oil leaks to complex systems like electrical and propulsion infrastructure, they handle both operational and morale concerns. Moving on, damage control officers oversee hull and equipment maintenance, lead damage control efforts, and manage watch duties. Meanwhile, navigation officers plan and chart the ship's courses, utilizing GPS systems, sonars, and radars to navigate safely through rough seas. Similarly, communications officers handle rapid communication, serving as the ship's secretary and overseeing radio materials and tactics. Torpedo officers are responsible for handling torpedoes, depth charges, and smoke generators. The roster continues with assistant gunnery and medical officers, overseeing the ship's gunnery and medical teams respectively, while the deck crew, equipped with ropes and rigging, ensures safe aircraft arrivals and departures on the flight deck. All these departments and their officials receive commands from the destroyer's Combat Information Center, or CIC, a tactical command center for the near battle space. The Combat Systems Officer in the CIC monitors radars, detects threats, and coordinates weapon systems, serving as the eyes and ears of the destroyer. Besides the upfront tasks, the dedicated crew aboard the U.S. Navy destroyers actively engages in daily maintenance and inspection tasks, a responsibility that commands millions of dollars in annual expenditure. This commitment is particularly crucial given the demanding nature of destroyer missions, with exposure to harsh sea conditions and the constant threat of enemy attacks heightening the vessel's vulnerability to various forms of damage. These maintenance and inspection responsibilities follow a comprehensive procedure categorized into two essential types: preventative maintenance and corrective maintenance. In line with its name, preventative maintenance revolves around anticipating issues and proactively averting them. This approach, also known as planned maintenance, employs vibration sensors to monitor rotating machinery like engines and missile systems. Through the analysis of vibrations, engineers can detect imbalance or misalignment issues, effectively preventing potential breakdowns. Furthermore, regular oil samples are extracted from engines and other equipment to analyze contaminants, wear metals, and fluid conditions. This proactive measure helps identify early signs of potential problems. Additionally, ultrasonic testing techniques are utilized to detect flaws or defects in materials using high-frequency sound waves. This method is particularly valuable for inspecting welds, pipes, and structural components. Moreover, techniques such as magnetic particle testing and dip penetrant testing are applied to identify surface cracks in critical components. Instruments and sensors are routinely calibrated to ensure accurate readings and measurements, which is crucial for the proper functioning of navigation, communication, and weapon systems. Following these meticulous procedures, routine checks such as lubrication, hull inspection for corrosion or cracks, and machinery cleaning are conducted. The crew assigned to each task must perform these duties with utmost precision, because even the slightest error can turn the destroyer's ship into a perilous situation, considering the abundance of armaments on board. Nevertheless, unforeseen events necessitate corrective maintenance. In the execution of these procedures, destroyers undergo a meticulous process. They are carefully lifted out of the water and placed into a specialized basin-like structure on the shore. Subsequently, the ships undergo disassembly, thorough inspection, necessary repairs, and finally, reassembly. To ensure peak performance in any maritime showdown, the U.S. Navy crew engages in a series of rigorous drills and exercises. Think advanced weapon system maneuvers on destroyers, strategic firefighting drills, and meticulous damage control procedures. One fundamental protocol assigned to every crew member on board is watch duty, a crucial element in maintaining the ship's operations and safety. Crew members rotate through shifts, keeping a vigilant eye on specific areas day and night, while being poised for any situation that may arise during their watch. To foster readiness for unforeseen emergencies, crew members engage in regular fire drills, occurring bi-monthly or as situationally feasible. During these drills, emergency fire pumps are tested, ensuring teams can effectively respond to fires on both the deck and in the engine room. Given the confined nature of a destroyer at sea, where escape options are limited, every individual assumes the role of a firefighter. This underscores the universal training imperative from the captain down to the lowest seaman, making firefighting skills a shared responsibility. In addition to that, extensive combat system training covers the operation and maintenance of sophisticated systems like missile launchers, radar systems, sonar equipment, and communication systems. Crew members also rehearse evacuation procedures for extreme scenarios, familiarizing themselves with life vests, life rafts, and evacuation protocols, even though these measures have not been required and are not anticipated. Of utmost significance is the crew's medical training, which encompasses basic procedures such as first aid and CPR. This not only equips individuals to address personal health crises, but also positions them to provide assistance to fellow crew members in distress, underscoring the paramount importance of medical readiness in the maritime environment. In addition, the crew members also practice operating advanced emergency communication devices such as radios, satellite phones, or emergency beacons, and undergo rigorous training to relay distress signals and request assistance from nearby vessels or authorities. The technology on board is highly sophisticated, making regular practice essential. Furthermore, as part of the extensive training regimen, crew members engage in cross-training. Unlike larger vessels like aircraft carriers, destroyers lack separate departments for specific tasks. With a limited number of crew members, everyone is integral to the ship's functionality. This approach fosters versatility and adaptability among the crew, ensuring they can proficiently handle various roles and responsibilities. For instance, a crew member accustomed to working with radars may also be trained to extinguish fires, enhancing their ability to contribute to the ship's safety in emergencies. The concept of cross-training harkens back to World War II, where soldiers, due to the lack of a versatile crew, were cross-trained in various tasks. While today's approach is less rigid, not requiring every crew member to be an expert at everything, basic knowledge is essential. This ensures that, when needed, crew members can operate different systems of the destroyer, reflecting the evolving nature of naval operations. Now, when discussing life inside U.S. Navy destroyers, one aspect you can't overlook is the culinary setup. Food becomes incredibly important during hectic operations and training. Over a few decades, the evolution of Navy chow has been remarkable. In the past, those responsible for preparing meals were appropriately termed mess management specialists, in alignment with the designation of ship cafeterias as mess decks. However, after sailors expressed dissatisfaction with shipboard food for over a century, the Navy, along with other services, collaborated to establish a joint culinary school. This transformation even prompted a change in the nomenclature from mess specialists to culinary specialists, yielding substantial improvements in shipboard food. Within the mess hall, culinary specialists now craft meals designed to enhance crew morale and energy, transcending the act of cooking to create a sense of home for everyone on board. Crew members partake in 3 main meals daily: breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with a 4th meal for those on night watch, typically around midnight. Despite the notable enhancement in culinary skills, the ship's cooks face limitations in terms of resources. Freezer and refrigerator space is constrained, and the ability to replenish supplies is restricted. Consequently, the Navy often resorts to canned or non-perishable goods over fresh options, as the latter becomes scarce after approximately a week at sea, including fresh fruit, vegetables, and real milk. In this environment of limited resources and extreme conditions, adept culinary specialists manage to prepare food for over 300 people every day. Crew members aboard a destroyer experience communal living in compact berthing areas, where bunks are shared in tight quarters. Interestingly, the design and construction of these destroyer ships prioritize functionality over living conditions. Living quarters, referred to as crew cabins, typically house over 20 individuals in one room, providing limited access to shared shower spaces and toilets, with one toilet serving 10 people, an arrangement more cramped than the 25 square feet required for a prisoner's cell. In addition to the sardine-like conditions, crew members contend with rows of minuscule lockers within their sleeping area for uniforms and personal items. Beds are equipped with hurricane straps to secure individuals during storms or massive waves. Crew members are allowed only an 8 by 11 inch space for personal items or family photos. Moreover, each member is equipped with an emergency escape breathing device, ensuring access to breathable air for approximately 15 minutes in the event of a power outage, fire, or smoke, facilitating a safe exit from the space. As of December 2023, the United States Navy operates 70 active Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyers, or DDGs, from a planned class of 89 ships. Additionally, 2 Zumwalt-class destroyers are active, with a planned class of 3 ships. The Arleigh Burke-class destroyers are at the forefront of naval technology, with a focal point on the Aegis combat system. Spanning an impressive overall length of 505 to 509.5 feet and boasting a substantial displacement ranging from 8,300 to 9,700 tons. Elevating their strategic prowess, these warships are armed with a formidable arsenal, including over 90 missiles. This extensive firepower positions the Arleigh Burke-class destroyers as larger and more heavily armed than numerous preceding guided missile cruiser classes. The Aegis combat system further enhances their capabilities, making these destroyers versatile and capable of executing multiple missions with precision. Their multi-mission capabilities enable them to excel in various domains, whether engaging in anti-aircraft warfare through Aegis and surface-to-air missiles, conducting tactical land strikes employing Tomahawk missiles, or partaking in anti-submarine warfare with towed array sonar, anti-submarine rockets, and helicopters. The Arleigh Burke-class destroyers demonstrate remarkable adaptability. Additionally, their anti-surface warfare capabilities, utilizing ship-to-ship missiles and guns, underscore their comprehensive and formidable combat profile. As guardians of the seas, these destroyers are well equipped to navigate diverse operational scenarios, showcasing their prowess in ensuring maritime superiority. In a similar vein, the Zumwalt-class destroyers stand out as multi-mission stealth vessels, strategically designed for land attack purposes, notably centered around their 2 advanced gun systems, or AGSs. The distinctive feature of these destroyers lies in their unique long-range land attack projectile, or LRLAP ammunition, which is anticipated to be succeeded by hypersonic missiles in the future. Despite boasting a size that's 40% larger than the Arleigh Burke-class destroyer, their radar cross-section, or RCS, mirrors that of a fishing boat, thanks to the tumble-home hull and composite deckhouse that minimize radar return. This angular construction renders these destroyers an impressive 50 times harder to spot on radar than an ordinary destroyer. Delving into the capabilities of the advanced gun weapon system, it offers an impressive range of 83 nautical miles, or 154 kilometers. The fully automated storage system on board accommodates up to 750 rounds, ensuring sustained firepower. The water-cooled barrels prevent overheating, enabling a rapid rate of fire of 10 rounds per minute per gun. Employing a strategic multiple round simultaneous impact, or MRSI firing tactic, the combined firepower from a pair of turrets equips each Zumwalt-class destroyer with initial strike power equivalent to 12 conventional M198 field guns. Additionally, these vessels utilized ballast tanks to lower themselves into the water, presenting a reduced profile during combat scenarios. If you were to live on a U.S. Navy destroyer, what do you think it would feel like? Would you be filled with excitement or daunted by the challenges posed by the vast and unpredictable ocean? Share your insightful thoughts in the comments, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel for more engaging videos on topics like this.